Hey y'all, this is Dreaded Deimos, and welcome to another Talky Tuesday. Now, today I figured I would actually talk about my favorite Marvel movie. You know, with Endgame having come out, I think it's a relevant topic at the moment. Now, my favorite Marvel movie has gotta be Big Hero 6, actually. And I know a lot of you know where I'm coming from, but for those of you that don't know, Big Hero 6 actually was originally a Marvel property. I think it was released back in 1998, if I recall correctly. And I think the original team was even supposed to have characters like the Silver Samurai on it. Like it had some characters that were more established, but then it did have some of the characters from the movie. Uh, Most notably Hiro and Baymax, and I don't even think Baymax is a robot. I think Baymax was actually some sort of like science experiment creature, if I recall correctly. But uh, but yeah, it was adapted into a movie, obviously, and they did it under the Disney studio instead of under the Marvel Studios. I don't remember if they ever actually mentioned specifically. I think they do. They probably do that it is Marvel. Of course, that's why Stan Lee makes a cameo as Fred's dad. But yeah, no, I just like it a lot. I think it's a really fun movie. It's actually one of my favorite Disney films in general. My favorite being Sword in the Stone, but the it was just really well done, especially for the new era of Disney. Um, but yeah, so the cool things about it, of course, were the aesthetic, the designs were just so cool to see what they had designed for the city. The kind of merging of San Francisco and Tokyo, and just building the world, like their underground bot fights, how important robotics were in their universe. And I kind of liked that for the most part. A lot of the powers were things that were just kind of designed by science students, basically. Like they weren't really powers per se. They're more, I guess, tools, which was kind of cool. Um, and technically, like I said, since it is a Marvel property, I guess if they wanted to bring them into the MCU universe, they could technically do that. And I just don't think they'd ever actually do that. But but yeah, like the one of the biggest things that I appreciated about the movie was the relationship between the main character Hiro and his brother Tadashi. As and I thought it was well done. It was good to see, that kind of relationship. Even though, yeah, like Tadashi was smart, but it was shown that Hiro was supposed to be just so ridiculously smart. Like he had already graduated high school at like 15, something like that, and they were going to allow him to go to university. And Tadashi would still, he's still kind of a mentor type character for his brother. That he was, uh, they did give you a good feeling that they did truly care about each other, and that he wanted the best for his brother. So that's one of the reasons why he had introduced him to the school and encouraged him so much. And I know the movie's 5 years old now, uh, but I don't really want to go too much into spoiler territory because I'm wouldn't be surprised if there are still people that haven't seen the movie. But anyhow, uh, one of the things I liked too was the dynamic of the team. Like you had Fred, Gogo, Wasabi, and Honey Lemon along, and they kind of, if you've ever heard of like the four temperaments, they kind of fall along those lines. Like Wasabi, for example, is like very much the melancholy character. He's the character that's very focused on detail oriented. Everything has its place. You have to do everything exact. Kind of follow the rule book, as it were. And then you have Go-Go, that's definitely very much what they'd call choleric, who's kind of the I'm just gonna get done. You know, I don't have time for nonsense sort of character. So it can be a little bit abrasive at times. Then you had Honey Lemon, which was she's kind of hard to place because I feel like she kind of fits in Phlegmatic, but she kind of fits in Sanguine too. Like your Phlegmatics are your kind of people, well, not people, the more just your nice people. They want everyone to be happy. They want everyone to be have a good time. Everybody be getting along basically. But she does have a bit of the Sanguine, which is a bit more of your people person, which can some or kind of goofy, wanting to be center of attention. Like she doesn't seem like she wants to be center of attention, but she's got more energy than your typical Phlegmatic does, I guess. Whereas Fred, I think, was more supposed to be your Sanguine one, um, as he was just kind of, out there. It's like I've heard people say about Sanguines. Sanguines are the type of person that will always have their cell phone on them, but it won't always be charged because sometimes they'll forget to charge it. Uh, you know, fun people, people. They're good life of the party type people. So yeah, but anyhow, that dynamic was kind of cool to show how they played off each other. Uh, and I'm hoping to see them do more related properties. I mean, the way it's set up, it's a very good setup for a franchise, not just a single movie. And then of course you have Baymax, who's just that kind of robotic personality, but not strictly robotic. Like he still has kind of his own personality to him, which is pretty cool. And I like how they did that. And the choice to make him kind of a balloonish type character, where it's like he's got like a metal skeleton, but it's the outside's this very soft kind of material that's, I guess, well, not super durable, as he does have holes poked in him at times, and that he kind of inflates when he comes out. Uh, but yeah, the and then they build a suit of armor for him and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's definitely a really fun movie. So for those of you who haven't checked it out, I definitely would recommend it. Um, and then aside from Big Hero 6, I don't follow a huge amount of the Marvel movies just because I don't know, the superhero thing is not really something I'm super into. Uh, which is kind of funny because I'm actually like I'm a little bit of a weeb, just a tad. Like I'm into a lot of like the anime and the powers and so on and so forth. All this stuff is really involved. Like my favorite anime is probably got to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, uh, which I mean the use of alchemy in that is pretty cool. So you kind of have a bit of that kind of superhero vibe to an extent, but I don't know, it's different. I'm not sure how to explain it, but for me at least. Uh, and I think that maybe that's one of the reasons I gravitated to Big Hero 6 is it's very much like as I recall, I believe it was supposed to be kind of Marvel's answer to anime back in 1998, like because things were like anime was starting to get popular at that time. Uh, Slowly but surely. Uh, so yeah, but yeah, the other ones I really like because I really do like the Guardians movies. Uh, the Guardian of the Galaxy movies are really fun, and it's just it's just fun to watch them. Now, the reason, besides not really being super into the superhero genre, why I think that I'm not really that into the MCU is just actually partially because they connected all the movies, which is kind of a cool idea at first, but for me at least it seems when you get later on it starts to be a bit of a chore to keep up with everything because like okay, well, I haven't seen this movie so I don't even know who this guy is, and that sort of stuff. Let's see, there are some other Marvel movies I liked besides those three though. Like I liked Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was pretty cool. Uh, and I really liked you know like I don't think it was the greatest movie, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought Black Panther was pretty good. Uh, it was pretty fun. It was interesting to see how they developed that particular world. Well, not world, but like what country basically. So there's definitely some good imagination or imaginative minds over at the Marvel Studios. So you get some interesting stuff. It's just the whole scope of the MCU. Like, there's no way I'm just like I'm not interested in going and watching all the movies. Uh, so and I don't even know if I'll really keep up with much beyond maybe the Guardians movies coming out, or if they do release another Big Hero 6 property. I'm glad to see that or hear whatever that we will get another Guardians movie. I was a little concerned at first with the whole James Gunn thing that was going on. Uh, but now that he's back, I guess we're going to get another one, so that's pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, anyhow, that's it for today's Talky Tuesday. I rambled on for a bit here about, a Disney movie. So I will think of a topic for next time, unless I actually start getting responses, then I can start answering questions if someone has them. Um, but until next time, y'all take care, and I'll talk to y'all later.